Welcome back, y'all. It's day 22 of the 11K in 30 day. So, I am, a little distracted, so I'm going to apologize in advance. So apparently, real quickly before we get into it, there is a huge storm that has, broken out in the Midwest, in the U.S. Today is the 27th, I believe, Monday the 27th. And 95% of my family lives in Chi-Town, Chicago area. So I've been kind of following this for the past 4 hours or so since I found out about it, 3 or 4 hours. So I have my TV on in the background. If you see me look, I'm here. I'm just a little, a little nervous, just kind of trying to stay on top of stuff. But anyway, again, day 22. Today we're discussing how women, our solo seasoned selves, are able to build online income, and how you don't have to have skills or, a degree or a bunch of followers to be able to build something online for yourself. Especially if you're starting out fresh and new, you don't need to have it. And I can hear you now, but Z, I'm not techie. I don't have any followers. I don't have a single thing to sell. Good. Genuinely good, because that is not the disqualifier that you may think it is. Not even a little bit. In fact, everything that I just rattled off are the same reasons that you supposedly can't do this. That is actually the proof that you need the right kind of system. Not better, not smarter, not a shinier version of yourself. So if we haven't met yet, I'm Z. This is Sit and Speak Your Truth. And this channel is for our solo seasoned professionals, our single, divorced, and widowed women who are done waiting for permission to build a life that's theirs and that they deserve. So let's, as we always say, let's speak some truth today. So let me name the lie that keeps more women stuck than any other single thing. The one that's probably running quietly in the back of your mind at this very moment. The lie says that you have to become an expert first. You have to build up a big audience first. You have to create some brilliant original product first. And only then, only after you have somehow done all of that completely alone, and you finally graciously are allowed to earn a single dollar, that is the influencer path. And I have to be honest with you, out of love, that path burns most women out cold before dollar number one ever shows its face. So, because think how hard it is to actually follow a path that's demanding, right? That's demanding of you. It asks you to be the entire business all by yourself, all at once. You're the creator, sitting up at night, making the product. You're the marketer, trying to sell the product. You're the tech support when it inevitably breaks. You're the content machine. You're feeding the algorithm fresh material every single day, forever. Just praying to finally be noticed in an ocean of noise. You're doing 5 demanding jobs at the same time for free on pure faith, hoping maybe something pays off down the road. Of course you're overwhelmed. Of course you haven't started. Anyone standing at the bottom of that particular mountain would just be exhausted just from tilting their head back and looking up at it. It was never that we weren't capable enough to do it. It's just that, we were shown an impossible version of the climb and then told it was the only way up the hill. And if you're anything like me, you know that there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So the reason I point women toward the system that I found, which is Legacy Builders, is that it flips this entire broken thing completely on its head. It is a done-for-you digital system. It's a program with more than 60,000 members strong currently. The woman that created, Michelle O'Neill, she shares it with, the people in her community, and as a done for you system. And it is not some clever marketing phrase somebody dreamed up. It is the literal actual structure of the thing. The products already exist. The system already runs on its own. You are not being asked asked to invent anything from scratch. You're not being asked to build up a following before you're allowed to begin. You're not being asked to suddenly become the IT department overnight. You are being asked to plug in to something that already works and has been proven to work, and simply bring your consistency to it. And when you own it, you own the right to resell it and keep the full sale for yourself. 100% profit. That is the whole thing, kit and caboodle. Now, so sit for just a second with everything, that structure quietly removes from your plate. No product for you to create from nothing. Now, do people create products? Absolutely. I create a product. But when you're first starting and you may not know what it is that you want to create, you may not know what avenue or road you want to go down. Maybe you need to do more research. Maybe you need to really sit with what it is that you want your voice to say, how you want to be heard. We all have something that we can create from the knowledge, experience, and skill sets that we have. We absolutely do. But you don't have to do that in the very beginning to start in order to build, okay? So no product for you to create from nothing. No 10,000 followers you have to chase for a solid year before any of it even counts. No degree you have to wave around like a permission slip to just justify that you deserve to be in the room at all. None of that. Every single barrier that you were absolutely 100% certain disqualified you. I don't know how. I'm just not technical. I don't know enough about computers. Nobody even knows who I am. Not one of those was ever the real obstacle. The real obstacle the whole time was being handed a path that required you to do every last piece of it alone and perfectly before you ever saw a single cent. And this path simply does not ask that of you. That's the difference. That is everything. And let me just gently correct one more thing because it genuinely matters. You keep telling yourself you have nothing to sell. But like I said just a few minutes ago, honey, that is just not true. You're not going to see it for yourself soon enough. Every single woman I have ever met is quietly sitting on a top of a whole lifetime of knowledge that she has been trained to dismiss as ordinary and worthless. Untrue. How you survive the thing you survived. How you run a household on a shoestring budget. How you manage a crisis without even flinching. That's a Scorpio trait, by the way. Keep everyone fed and clothed and okay. What your years in your career actually taught you. All of that becomes a digital product too, when you're good and ready for it to. Something you build one time that then earns you for the rest of your life on repeat. So even your "but I have nothing" turns out to be, on closer inspection, to be absolutely something that's full of incredible value. You do have something to offer. You do have gifts to share. You do have knowledge that someone else needs to hear. You do have life experience that can help someone else through a difficult time. We all do. The funny thing is that we have been trained to keep ourselves small. We've been trained, particularly as women, to kind of, dim our light and not be seen. And the minute you get out of that mindset and you embrace who you are fully and you recognize that you have so much to bring to the table, your whole mindset just shifts and you'll begin to see different things that you can create that you can share with someone else that they will give you their energy for. Your product is nothing more than energy, and getting money for it is nothing more than energy. It is an exchange of energy, and we all have that to share. So it is the willingness, plain and simple. Can you follow a proven path that somebody has already walked and mapped out for you? Can you show up for 2 hours every single day with real solid consistency, even on the days when the motivation just isn't there? And trust me, you will have those days. Then you already have every single thing this takes. The requirement was never expertise. It was only ever your decision to begin, to start. Let me hit the objection hiding right underneath of that. I'm not techie, because I know what it really is for a lot of you. I'm too old to learn all this new technology. Sweetheart, no, you're not. If you can send a text, post a photo of your child or your grandbaby, and order something online, you already have every single technical skill this requires. I'm serious. Done for you means someone already built the complicated parts. You are not coding anything. You are not building a website from scratch. You are following clear steps the same way you'd follow a recipe. If you've ever followed a recipe, then you can follow this and you can do it. The tech fear is almost always bigger in your head than it is in reality. And I want to be really clear about what following a proven path actually means, because I think a proven path can sound vague. It means the guessing has already been done for you. Someone already made every mistake, hit every wall, and figured out what works. And then they wrote it down in order so you don't have to bleed for the same lessons. You are not the test pilot. You're not experimenting with your own money and hoping. You are walking a road that's already paved with the potholes already marked. All that's left for you to bring is the willingness to actually take the steps. And willingness, unlike talent, is a choice you get to make right now. And if starting fresh for you also happens to mean a genuinely fresh place, a whole new chapter, and a whole new location, then please recognize and understand that I have created a free relocation checklist, and it is waiting for you in the description below. Think of it as your done for you for that big part of your life too, so that you're not out there trying to figure out an entire international move all alone, because I've been there and I've done that. Also, if I'm not techie has been the reason that you've been sitting quietly on the sidelines of your own life, I want you to set that reason down right now, because it was never actually true. And I want you to comment my truth below. Let's get you plugged into something that already works. Comment my truth below, and I'm going to be sure to send you the blueprint and the details on how you can actually begin to build something for yourself right now. It is never too late to invest in ourselves. It's never too late to become our best version. And more importantly, it's never too late for us to improve upon our finances. The world is going into a new technological age, and now is the time to learn about that and take advantage of that and have that work for you so that you can become your best version and you can take care of yourself financially and your family into the future. So that's all I have for you guys today. I want you to think about that. Understand that it's not difficult. It's much easier than one might believe. If I can do it, certainly you can do it. And until next time, always remember to keep speaking your truth. And I will see you tomorrow for day 23. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, guys, I love you much. Please stay safe. If you're in the Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana area, I'm sending you much love and many prayers. Please stay safe. Stay on the news channels, radio stations, so that you know what's coming when it's coming and you can take the necessary precautions. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Bye.